Did you know that there are 10 habits that will completely transform your journey as a working mom? Hi, my name is Sandi Glandt. I'm a high performance productivity coach, and today I'm diving in to 10 habits that have transformed my journey as a working mom. Now, every single one of these tips are going to be massive game changers in how you show up both in motherhood and as a business owner or in your entrepreneurial journey. Now, as we dive into these, I challenge you to take a look at how you're showing up in each of these areas. Is this something that you're doing already, or is this something that needs a little bit of work? As we venture into these 10, I want you to think about how this is already impacting your life, or if this is something that you need to implement. So without further ado, let's dive into the 10 habits that have drastically transformed my journey into high performance as a working mom. Habit number 1 that has completely changed and transformed my working motherhood journey is no screens after 4 p.m. Now, I've stretched this a little bit for you guys because I know that our devices are usually always attached to us. This is how we communicate with clients or team or family or just care for our family, maybe caregivers, things like that. But what I will tell you is once I took my phone, and for me, it really started at 3 p.m. So after I was done my work day for that particular day, Monday through Friday, I would take my phone, put it on the charger, and literally just like set it and forget it. And what was really great about this is I could show up for my kids. I wasn't checking Instagram. I wasn't scrolling social media or trying to check emails or, messages coming in from clients or from the team. I was fully present with my kids. And there's just something magical that happens when you don't have to be chained to your phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I know it's going to be really, really hard in the beginning, but what I'll tell you is you will have so much more quality and intentional time with your family. So some of the things that my family and I love to do when I'm not on my phone and I'm just fully present with them, we love to go for walks. We love to bake or cook in the kitchen together. We just sit down and play games. Like the kids, Jordy loves Jenga, and also both of the boys love Trouble. So we've been playing both of those games a lot, but this really gives us the time to connect as a family without having any other distractions going on. So I challenge you, if you are not doing this already, this is going to be a massive transformational shift in how you show up in this working motherhood journey. Now, the second habit that has completely transformed my journey as a working mom is using modern day conveniences. And you've heard me talk about this before, but tapping into these modern day conveniences like Instacart or maybe like an Uber Eats, something like a Whole Foods where they do a delivery through Amazon. You guys, you don't do any less work because you order from a grocery store or you have someone, pick up your dry cleaning or pick up the laundry or things like that. That is still doing the work. Now, for me, since I've had Jake, so my oldest who's 6, I've been really utilizing Instacart every single week, multiple times a week. Now, this is not sponsored by Instacart, although it probably should be because I love them so much and I use them so often. But what I'll tell you is, as we are able to tap into these modern day conveniences, we buy back the most important thing that we have. And that's our time. And for me, going to the grocery store would become, it would take me hours. I would go there. It would take me, let's say 20 to 30 minutes to get there. I'd shop up and down the aisles. That's at least another half an hour minimum. Then you got to check out in the grocery line. Then you got to take it to your car. Then you got to drive home. The whole process minimum would be 2 hours. So what I'll tell you is this: we have these modern day conveniences, people that can drop the food off on your doorstep and all you have to do is put it away. So picking and choosing the ones that are right for you. Maybe you start with one. Now, look, I've had some feedback from clients that say they don't love the produce that their shopper gets, or they don't love the picks that their personal shopper is doing for them. You guys, you have to decide, do you want to have more time and more freedom, or are you going to nitpick the vegetables where the apples didn't come out the juiciest, the ripest, and they were a little brown? You know what? There's a refund button for that, okay? Stop worrying about these little minute details that don't matter, because your 2 hours of using something like a modern day convenience like an Instacart or an Amazon, something like that, will literally save you hours in your day. What would you do with those other 2 hours? Would you play with your kids? Would you, actually get some personal self-development time in, or self-care in? 2 hours, you guys, even a week is massive. So I challenge you to start looking at these micro habits that are going to make a macro, huge, massive difference in your life. You got to choose your heart. Do you want to have, vegetables and fruits that might be not the perfect pick, or would you rather have that time freedom in your life? I know which one I would choose. You have to decide which is the best one for you. So number 2 is modern day conveniences. Okay, habit number 3 that has completely transformed my life as a working mom is having the same schedule and being on the same schedule as my husband. Now look, my husband and I have completely different schedules. He leaves earlier than I do. I wake up earlier than he does. I'm doing pickups and drop-offs and running my business, and he's traveling and has things going on. We both really do try and stay in our lane, meaning I really own the things that I do at home and he owns the areas that he's in. But what I mean here is having a schedule where you understand what your partner's schedule looks like. I know my husband is slammed all day long. He knows I'm doing business and home and kids and all of the things. So when you can get aligned and on the same page with your spouse, your partner, your husband, your wife, it's going to make a massive difference in how you communicate with each other, in how you support that other person. Just last night, Jared went out to a business dinner and he wasn't home at the typical time that he normally comes home at. And just having the communication of, hey, I'm going out to this dinner. I'm not going to be home for dinner. I'm either planning to make dinner or not based around his schedule. For me, and also for him, it makes our home run so much more smoothly when we're on the same page. And that could be with scheduling, that could be with work, that could be with pickups and drop-offs for the kids. There's really no limit to how much or, how to the extent of what this should look like for you. It should really be what's right for you on a couple by couple basis. And what I mean by that is we have a lot going on in our family. We have many moving pieces between my work, my husband's work, the kids and school and business and traveling. There's a lot of moving pieces. So just getting on the same page with your spouse is going to be such a game changer. And I want to remind you to peep my video that I did on the sexy calendar planning, where I break down exactly how Jared and I get on the same page, and also the interview that Jared and I did together on how we plan out our year in advance, on how we really prioritize what this looks like for us individually and as a couple. Okay, habit number 5 that has completely transformed my working motherhood journey is moving my body every single day. Now, you guys, I admit I do get up quite early. I get up at 5 a.m. However, that is my hour to fuel my body, to take care of myself before, all the mommies, and I need this and I need that, and getting, Jake off to school. It's really, really important for me to get that mental clarity, that mental space, that self-care before anybody else is awake. It's the magic golden hour in my house when everybody's asleep. It's so quiet. And I just go to my garage because I work out from home, and I get to press play and get my workout in. I'm going to link in the show notes notes below, my absolute 2 favorite workouts to do, my programs that I love. One of them that I'm going to link below, the first one that I'm going to link below, I've been doing for over, I would say 7 years. I love this program. I drink their shakes. I do their workouts. It's something that I've been consistent with for, like I said, over 7 years. And then the second program that I'm going to link below is one that I've got on board, I want to say probably 3 years ago. And I love just the mix of the different kind of workouts and the flexibility. So I'm going to link both of those below. But the most important thing to mention about moving my body every single day is that I don't always do 60 plus, an hour workout every single day. Sometimes it's just 30 minutes. Sometimes it could be 45. Like there's no set, it has to be at least 60 minutes a day. What I strive to do every single day, and what I have to say I'm very consistent at hitting, is moving my body every single day. So let's just say for some reason I'm traveling, I don't get my 5 a.m. workout, whatever the case may be, life happens, right? What I do is make sure that I get outside with the kids. They ride their bikes. I run or walk, alongside them. We go to the park. Like I'm actively and consciously moving my body every single day because I know that's what's going to make me feel good. And actually what I've been doing lately is I have my workout in the morning. So typically I would say it's anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes in the morning, mostly weight training. Like my weight training exercise is typically my 5 a.m., like 5:30 to 6:20 workout time. And then the second workout, which I may or may not get, and I'm totally fine with that, is a second kind of workout. I'll put that in parentheses because that's what I'm doing with the kids. That's, the bike ride in the park. That is when the kids like to ride their little scooters around the neighborhood and I'll jog or run or walk beside them. So that also gets to be a really great fun family activity because Jared and I will walk together. The kids ride in their little four-wheeler together and we get to make it a family experience. Typically we'll do this after dinner. So no matter what your day looks like, always find time to prioritize yourself and moving your body. Okay, tip number 5 that is, or I should say habit number 5 that has transformed my working motherhood journey. And this kind of goes in alignment with tip number 4 is that I always try and prioritize self-care every single day. Even if it's like a quick 5 minutes luxury facial routine that I'm doing before bed, a little bit of gua sha, some face oil. I absolutely love the product line that I use because it's kind of like a high performance busy mom routine where it has everything in one. So it's only a 2-step routine, but it's really, really important that whatever your self-care routine is, it could be you have this facial, end of the day wind down routine that you do. I actually did this in one of my videos where I share with you how I wind down and how I become a morning person and all my favorite sleep hack tools and products. I have a little steamer that's in my room, I guess it's like a humidifier. And I put my essential oils in there. I have my weighted blanket. I'm wearing, my Oura ring. I mostly wear it at night, but I've been wearing it now during the day also. It could be also something like a meditation. It could be reading. It could be some breath work. There is no limit. There's no it has to look like this, and it can also change every single day. One day it's a meditation, another day it's a breath work, another day maybe it's just doing any kind of meditation, anything to fuel into your body that is going to make you feel good and feel like you're prioritizing that self-care. And another thing I want to mention also is get dressed every day. And I know this sounds like, Sandy, of course I get dressed every day. But I remember in the very beginning stages of being postpartum, it was hard. And I know all the mamas know exactly what I'm talking about because you get into this routine where you're just okay, I'm in my pajamas and I'm just at home, so I don't really need to get dressed for the day. There's just something about getting yourself dressed and getting in that mindset and getting out of your pajamas and like moving and getting yourself really like ready for the day, that will turn your mind on. Like it'll turn your body on, it'll turn your mind on, where you actually are going to be more productive and you're going to feel more productive. And I'm going to also link my Amazon store because I have some amazing, like just Amazon favorites of like easy, fun, like mom gear, I like to call it, like my mom wear, that looks really cute, but is really comfortable, right? Like I don't want to be in jeans all day. I don't want to be like in blazers and work clothes all day long, but it feels good when you look good. And when you look good, you feel good. So I'm going to link some of my Amazon favorites below. Peep the store because I promise you, you're going to be very, very surprised because there's so many options that look really cute, aren't expensive, and you're going to feel comfortable. So I'm going to link that below so you can check it out. Okay, my sixth habit that has completely transformed my life and my working motherhood journey is time management. And you guys know I preach time management all the time. I give you the tools, I give you the strategies, but what I will tell you about time management is that you have to develop, right? It's not going to just happen. You have to develop an effective time management strategy that works for you, that you are going to actually use and put into practice. So some of the tips here is just figuring out what those strategies are for you. Now, when you're trying to balance work and family and self-care and working out and all of the things, in the beginning, it can be very overwhelming. And I understand that. So some of my favorite things to use are calendar tools, syncing up my Google Calendar with my husband, with my team, with my clients, and all the different things that I have, the moving pieces that I have going on during the day. So the one thing, and you've heard me, if you've heard any of my content, I do not agree and I do not work with a to-do list. I work with big money moves. So you can snag that training if you go to sandraglandt.com/big money, and that link is going to take you to a training, a completely free training, where you're going to be able to figure out what your big money moves are. And it changes week to week. It could change even day to day, but you have to know exactly what those big money moves are. And again, throw out the to-do list. Don't even make a to-do list. Focus on the needle movers that are going to move you forward strategically every single day. So it's really, really important that you have this time management aspect, both in your personal life and in your business. The seventh habit that has completely transformed my business, my life, my self-care, check all the boxes, is setting boundaries. Now, setting boundaries is a non-negotiable. Setting boundaries is something that is going to keep you on top of all the things that you need to get done. It's going to set clear boundaries with your team, your clients, your family. Anyone that is in your world is going to know what is going on in your world because you're setting those clear boundaries. Now, establishing these clear boundaries, you have to put these in place for everybody around you. So work, your personal life, but you have to decide what those boundaries look like. So this looks like communicating your availability to your team, to your family, going back to the calendar, video and training that I talked about. This is also part of your boundaries. Maybe you decide that you want to take an entire week off for your kids' spring break, or you want to take time off for the holidays or summertime, right? Like there's no limit to what this looks like. But I know for me, when I shut my workday done at 3 o'clock, I am not answering messages from anything on the business side, right? And sometimes, funny enough, I think it's funny, my husband doesn't agree, but I will not be on my phone. So it's hard for, anyone really to get in touch with me because I'm really not even looking at it. I'm off the phone, I'm with the kids, and I'm very present in what I'm doing. Obviously, I have it in case of an emergency, but the thing is I'm very, very clear on the boundaries that I set, even with going to social events. There's plenty of times that I want to show up and support friends or go to social events, do things like that. But time with my kids is really important. So like if anything happens during like a school week, anything more than like one day a week, really that's kind of like my limits, then it's a hard no for me. One night a week, either for date night or some special occasion or event, one day a week is where that's kind of blocked off for me and my husband to have time together. The rest of the week is really strategically built around family time. So set your boundaries. You will be so much happier with yourself and the people around you when you do this. The 8th habit that is a non-negotiable for me and has transformed my working motherhood journey is continuous learning. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't even begin to express how this is so ingrained in who I am. I think, growing up in an entrepreneurial family, it was something that was always really, really stressed. Like continue to, read, continue to grow, continue to learn, continue to level up. So in my life, this continuous learning has many different looks to it. It's attending seminars, it's going to different workshops, networking events, reading. Like you guys, I read every single day. There is not a day goes by that I don't read, even if it's for 5 minutes. Same thing with audiobooks and podcasts, YouTube videos. I mean, there is so much, there's a wealth of knowledge at our fingertips. And if you aren't constantly every single day tapping into some kind of knowledge, some type of education, you are just wasting valuable moments of your day where you could be growing leaps and bounds day after day. Imagine the compound effect if you took that learning and every day on your commute to work or while you were getting ready in the morning, you just listened to a podcast, you listened to a YouTube video, you were able to really embrace this continuous learning philosophy. Every single month you would be leveling up and learning more and implementing more into your business, into your family, into yourself. It truly is magic because you never stop learning. There's always something new to learn. There's always a new way to grow, something new to implement. So number 8 that I would say is one of the most transformational, but transformative personally and professionally is this continuous learning to be better in whatever area that is for you. It could be as a parent, it could be in your business, again, anything with self-care. So it's important to map out what areas you want to grow in. Map out maybe for the month, of, let's say, February, you are focusing on being the best parent, mom, dad that you can be. Right? And you're like, I'm going to listen to these podcasts. I'm going to listen to these YouTube videos. I'm going to listen to these experts because these people are going to teach me about how to be a calm parent who communicates and isn't, frazzled and holds their cool and holds their temper. Like I'm learning that right now. This is me speaking to myself. I am very, very in the rabbit hole of conscious awareness and parenting and learning how to be the best mom that I can be. So figure out and map out what area that you decide that you want to grow in. And that continuous learning should just be a part of the rest of your life. Habit number 9 that I am obsessed with, you guys are going to like this one, slowing down to speed up. Now, there's something to be said for the Instacarts and the Amazons where it's immediate, right to your doorstep, instant gratification. But there's also something to be said for the slowing down, the process of just being where your feet are and being in the moment and enjoying where you're at. And if you guys have been following me at all on any of my platforms on social, you know I am in my sourdough making, butter making, milk making. I am I have gone fully into this homemade, homegrown era. And I love it so much because I feel like a lot of my life is very very high performance, very go, 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 very like next level, next level, next level. And that is so important for personal growth, for continuously leveling up. So there is a time and a place for that. However, slowing down, like having a picnic in your backyard with your kids, making butter, having your kids like roll up their sleeves and, like make the bread, the sourdough bread with you. Like there's so much magic in that. And I invite you, if you haven't done this yet, to really embrace the magic of slowing down. And what the beauty is here and what the lesson is here, sometimes we have to slow down to speed up. So slowing down in maybe the way that we communicate with our team, our clients, our family members, slowing down and like appreciating the journey. And I know every time I do this, in the moment, it feels like things are like dragging out and the process is so long, but like I just appreciate it so much more. And then that's the thing that allows me to go further and yes, faster even. So just appreciating this kind of slow era, homegrown quality time is so, so important. And I invite you to do the same and also embrace having the family be a part of this as well. And finally, we have made it to number 10. So the 10th habit that has completely transformed my life as well as the people around me. This habit is all about leveling up the people that are in your life, the communities that you surround yourself with, the groups, the networking, the environments. It's so important to surround yourself with other like-minded people, people that want to go after more, people that are ambitious and yes, these high performers, but also that want greatness and excellence in every area with time and family and business and health. Like to me, if I only have greatness in one area, that's not a fulfilling life. I need to have an amazing marriage, an amazing relationship with my kids, a business that is thriving and fulfilling to me and growing and expanding and something that checks all of those boxes. Self-care, like there's no limit to this. And there's no cap on this. So it's really important that you surround yourself with other like-minded women, other like-minded individuals that also have this same mentality. Because what I'll tell you is this, it is extremely, extremely hard to find other people, especially women who are mothers, entrepreneurs, again, it doesn't even really matter the industry or the business or whatever titles you have. It's very, very hard to find people of quality who you want to surround yourself with that are good people, that also look at the world in the similar way that you do, that are high performers. They want to go after, they want to achieve these beautiful, juicy, audacious, big goals, but also want to show up in that same way as a parent, as a partner, their own self-care. So right now, I want to invite you to the High Performance Accelerator Academy. This is where women just like you, women like myself, are leveling up together in a community where we come together, we learn the systems, the strategies, the tools that allow you to level up together and to put these practices into your business, into your home. Again, as a parent, as a partner, as a business owner, in your own self-care. Because having success in one area is good. Having success in every area that you're passionate about, that you love, that's the ideal. Showing up and loving what you do every day, being profitable, being able to change lives, being able to have your health and your self-care and that time freedom. There is nothing better. So I invite you to join me inside the High Performance Accelerator Academy. All you have to do is go over to sandraglandt.com/academy and sign up today. You will be welcomed by other women who are high performers, high achievers, who are also prioritizing their health, their wealth, their relationships, and their business. So tip number 10 for you is to surround yourself with other like-minded individuals that are gonna push you to higher levels than you even imagined yourself. And the beauty in that is that everybody rises together and you get to cheer on these other women and they're cheering you on. And together, collectively, you are surrounded by these amazing, incredible women who are going out and changing the world. So I just wanted to mention, you guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel, smash that subscribe button, because being here in this community, as we talk about surrounding yourself with like-minded people, you will get notified every single time a new video drops, at least once a week, if not more. There are new videos dropping and I can't wait for you to check them out. We talk high performance, time management, productivity, work-life wellness, tips and strategies, all of the things that allow you to step into high performance. So smash that subscribe button. Oh, and by the way, it would be amazing if you could actually write a comment below and let me know which one of these was your favorite habit. Which one of these do you maybe need to work on, or which one was your favorite and you're already doing and having success with? Let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to hear from you. And actually, I'm the one that sees them and writes you guys back. So comment below, let me know, and I cannot wait to connect with you. Thanks so much, ladies, for being here. I hope you love this episode. Again, make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you on the next episode. Go out and slay your day.